Bam! What's up, guys? Welcome to your 25th Java tutorial. I drank a ton of Java, so I'm a little bit hyper here, but let's jump into today's tutorial where we're going to learn about member modifiers. Now, in the last tutorial, we learned about the two modifiers for a class, either public or package private, and we can use those two modifiers as well for both of our members, whether it be a variable like an integer, or a method. We can use public or package private, as you can see here. And so again, just kind of review those two. For this character setup, we had a Tommy where we extended the character setup, and we can refer to our variable, our integer variable health, within our Tommy package, within our Tommy class, because again, Tommy is within the same package. So we can set up a new int value, and we can say Tommy health or Tommy H, something like that, and we can just set that equal to our health variable, because again, we extended our character setup, so we have access to all the variables, all the methods, as long as they are defined to be accessible by other classes. Again, this is package private, so Travis, which is in our default package, we wouldn't be able to access that variable. So if we did an int Travis health is equal to health, we wouldn't be able to do that, because as you can see, we're getting an error because it's not in the same package. Now, what we could do if we wanted to have Travis be able to access that health, again, we could just go back and type in public, and that would make it public. So all of our different packages could access this variable, just like our method. So our method is public. We can access that through both those classes, or in our starting point class where we have this set up, we could just say Travis dot health if we wanted, and we could return to that int variable if we create another int I, something like that. So again, that's what the public and the private package variable types do. But there's two additional modifiers that we can use when working with members of a class. One is called private. And what private's going to do is it's only going to be accessible to this specific class, no other classes, even if that class is within the same package. So now when we save this, we're going to get errors within Tommy, because again, we can't refer to that integer within our character setup. But what we can do is, since our method is public and all it does is returns the health variable, we could still just do get health, and that'll be the same thing, because again, our character setup class, all it does is returns our health variable, which is private, but we can still access it if we're doing like a return statement of some sort, because we're returning that value. But again, we can't access this integer variable specifically from a different class. We can still get access as long as we use some kind of a method that returns that statement, and that method is public or package private, so to say, for the Tommy, but again, that wouldn't work for Travis. And hopefully you guys kind of understand that. The last modifier that we can use is something called protected. So we're going to change this get health method to be protected, and what that's going to do is it's going to be kind of like package private, but we can also access this method from any other class that extends this class. So if we save this now, we still have a error within the Travis because we're referring to the health, but since we're extending the character setup class, we have access to the protected methods as well. So we could just say get health, and even though this get health is protected and it's from a different package, as you can see over here under the character package, we can still use that method again because we're extending. But let's go into our startup here, and we can't reference that get health variable, and we can't just say like Travis dot get health, because again, it's protected. So we can only use these protected either variables or methods within a class that extends the character setup. So those are the four types of modifiers that you can use for members of a class, such as such as variables or methods. Again, we have package private, which is the default if you don't define anything. If you don't have any modifier, it's just going to be package private. We have private, we have protected, and we have public. So those are the four modifiers you have to worry about, and we're pretty much done with the modifiers. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next tutorial. Have a good one. Thanks for subscribing. Catch you later.